Show here in Milwaukee. I'm your DJ Ty Rich. Please welcome your first host, model, and event planner, Rebekah. Salon owner, stylist, and makeup artist. Y'all give it up for Pandora. Welcome our guest host, account executive. Y'all give it up for Ameenah Tate. Please. And last but not least, your executive producer of Spectrum, Aaliyah.
Watched the show or who haven't watched the show, Ameenah is our guest host. She's also my sister. We needed a host last minute. Iberia couldn't be here because she's a part of her mother's play. So Ameenah came in her place, and she was also a guest on our show on finance.
Yeah.
So how are you doing with your finances?
I think I was really good with my finances. I'm keeping on my same plan. I don't just go off and do everything. I splurged a little on my birthday, and then now I'm relaxing again.
Okay.
I'm afraid to ask for splurge.
Right.
Oh, we went to Miami and to the Bahamas.
But you took mom. Yeah, she took our mother for Mother's Day, so it was a good splurge.
Yeah. Can we talk about something else? You and your braces.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Look, I didn't even notice in makeup. I was like, wait a minute, her smile is on. It's so pretty.
The braces are on.
Yes.
Thank God, 2 years.
And
actually, I was nervous. I was nervous about getting my braces off because I was so used to them. I hated getting them on. And then when it was time to get it off, I like postponed the appointment.
And they became a part of your look.
Yeah. I was like, how am I going to look without braces? I don't want to take them off. But when they took them off and I felt the toothbrush across my teeth, I'm like, I love this. I never want braces again.
I couldn't wait to get mine off. I was like,
I haven't done that yet. Everybody keeps saying that you'll lick your teeth a lot.
because you won't cut your tongue. It's a totally different feeling.
I haven't done it because I have like the permanent braces, permanent retainers on the back, so I lick those.
I had those too.
Right. You got your feel in.
But today our show is about autism. So we have two mothers, a father, someone who has a brother that's autistic, also someone who has a grandson that's autistic, and he also is a part of Autism Speaks. But the little girl that will be on the show, her name is Aaliyah. That's my niece. My nephew is autistic. And I really don't understand, because it seems like lately a lot of people have been diagnosed as autistic. Like, is this some type of new disease? Is this something that has been going on forever and they're just now finding out what it is and how to diagnose it, or what? But we'll talk to Jim Raymaker more about that. But we watched a movie.
Temple
yes,
Grandin.
called Temple Grandin Story. And if you haven't seen the movie, you have to pick it up, because it helps you understand how some autistic people think. Like, for instance, her family told her that they would wake up with the roosters, and she literally pictured the family on the roof with a rooster, and they're waking up together, or whatever. She sees it literal, like she sees everything literally. But she went on to get her master's degree. She got her PhD. She's a professor at a college.
Yes, and she was actually in Milwaukee recently.
Yes, she sure was, and we didn't get a chance to go.
And she was autistic.
Yes, she was born autistic. The doctor who initially diagnosed her, I don't even know if he was diagnosing her as autistic, but he was telling the mother that it was the fact that the mother didn't hold her enough, or love her enough. So there are a lot of stereotypes about how children become autistic.
Yeah.
Because some parents notice that their kids were normal at first, and then all of a sudden they're more introverted.
Right. And it's just I don't know, it's different, because every case is different, every child is different, but one thing that stuck out in the movie for me was the fact that she didn't want to be hugged, she didn't want to be touched, but she still needed that feeling, so she came up with a squeeze machine.
Yeah.
And I thought it was neat because
She made it.
Yeah, she literally made it.
Numbers and everything.
And it calmed her down, and it's something that you wouldn't necessarily think that someone would do that because they know that they still need that feeling, but they don't want someone else doing it. It was really interesting to see.
Yeah, but she finally hugged her mother.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She's like, really quick.
So she stood there for her mother to hug her.
Right, like she leaned in like, okay, Mom, give me a
But my
hug
thing
now.
was, I'm like, how is she autistic? Like, I really couldn't understand how she was able to be. I wasn't really awestruck by her because she built a lot of different things to for like
Cattle
for the cattle industry, like when they kill cows to make it more humane instead of so inhumane. I just couldn't understand how she was so independent if she's autistic, and I want to know if there's hope for other children out here that they can become independent and live on their own.
Right, but they say it's different levels of autism.
Right.
Like you
On the
can be
spectrum.
mildly, like you can be, it can be real mild, or it could go up and up. So yeah.
It's from a 0 to 100%, and I only know that because I've been educated by my stepsisters. My nephew has autism, and you know I'm really interested in it now, and they learn from different ways. They learn from pictures, they learn from sounds, and with Tempo, was it pictures?
it was pictures.
Okay, it was pictures. Because her
She-
mom, that's how it was. Her mom stayed on her
pictures.
learning, right? She was, even though she didn't look like she was learning, or she'll turn her head, her mom just kept at it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with autism. I mean, it's right, and you have to understand, you know, their diagnosis. And I just can't wait till she comes on so she can talk about it. Because there's schools for autism, for children with autism, and I mean, and they come out to be like Tempo and they're Einsteins, but it's just the way they learn, and we don't understand because we learn
different
normally.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the show.
I really am too.
Especially like our guest, another guest, like you're talking about having people be independent, like when they get older, when they have autism. One of our guests has a program that she's really trying to get off the ground that will help do that.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to get Carol talking about that.
But I really hope that our audience learns something, because there may be some people out there with children who are autistic and they don't know,
Yes.
and they don't know, and that's like a real big fear of mine. Like, because, and I always
treat
wonder,
them
what
a
is the
certain
difference
way.
between retardation and autism, if there is a difference? Because a lot of kids, they automatically diagnose them as that and just keep them moving, and they could be autistic and they can help them in different ways, but they just blow them off like, okay, learning disability. Move them
I
over
think
again.
that really is, it's on the parents to stay with that and keep looking, and don't just take that first diagnosis, because that could be totally wrong. And you know, you'll be thinking like this, and then you'll look at other, you know, behaviors that your child has, and you're like, wait a minute. So don't be afraid to question the doctors, don't be afraid to question the specialists and all of that, because it's your child, you know, and it's your life, and you have that, you can ask questions. So you need to.
So guys, stay tuned for our first guest. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.